Hey, what is going on, guys? In this video today, we're going to be discussing the best ways to use and abuse both the new aim assist in Fortnite as well as legacy or old aim assist. Taking advantage of aim assist as much as possible is always going to be a bit of a touchy subject, because some people feel like it's an overpowered mechanic that shouldn't even exist in the first place. But at the end of the day, here's my general response to people who think that. It's a part of the game, it isn't cheating, and even though some aspects of abusing aim assist may be a bit overpowered, there's still an aspect of skill involved as well. Despite what a lot of people may believe, using aim assist to its fullest potential can only help you so much. Maybe it can bring your aim from bad to decent, or decent to solid, but no player with horrible aim is suddenly going to become super accurate just because they know a couple aim assist tricks. So now that we got that little speech out of the way, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so the first aspect of abusing aim assist that I want to talk about is with SMGs. As of right now, SMGs are incredibly important in Fortnite, and there's a variety of different reasons why that's the case. First, because the pump shotgun is the dominant shotgun in the game right now, and since it has such an incredibly low fire rate, if you don't one pump an enemy, you're gonna switch to your SMG and finish the kill. On top of that, there are only two SMGs in the game right now, the TAC and the suppressed SMG, and both of them aren't only very good, with the TAC SMG probably even being a bit overpowered, but they're also both super common. And the final reason is because you can now reliably shoot players through turbo-built walls with SMGs, and we'll touch on how you can exploit that in a little. Now, when it comes to using SMGs with new aim assist, you almost never want to even touch your ADS button when in a point-blank range fight. As I've mentioned in previous videos about the new aim assist, everybody points out how good the medium to long range AR tracking is, but the non-ADS close range tracking is really powerful as well. And let me show you guys what I mean by this with a short little clip. It was really difficult to show this, so you gotta pay close attention, but basically what you're seeing here is that when you aren't ADSing at point blank range, you'll get a really good amount of aim assist slowdown and pull towards your enemy with new aim assist, but then when you switch to legacy aim assist, you get almost no slowdown or pull whatsoever when your crosshair is on the enemy. And that's basically why non-ADS spraying your SMG is so ridiculously powerful with new aim assist. The game gives you so much help while doing so that you'll probably be just as accurate as if you were actually just aiming down sights the entire time. And obviously the huge advantage of this is the fact that you can still be very mobile while shooting since you aren't ADSing. You can jump, strafe, crouch spam, or anything else, which will obviously make you a very tough target to hit, but won't really impact your accuracy. Now obviously, this only works at very close range, so anytime your opponent is outside of non-ADS range, you definitely don't want to use this tactic. With legacy aim assist, the way you want to use SMGs is actually totally different. Unlike with new aim assist, it's gonna be kinda difficult to hit shots while not ADSing, but at the same time, you don't want to aim all the way in while in a close range fight, because as I just mentioned, it makes you very easy to hit. So a very powerful technique for these situations is constantly very quickly tapping L2/LT while spraying your SMG, to where you're barely ADSing to a point where it's difficult to tell that you're even doing it. Since Legacy Aim Assist snaps your crosshair onto the enemy's body every time you press L2/LT, if you quickly spam it, the game will constantly relock your crosshair onto the enemy, and at the same time, you're only barely aiming down sights, so you can still move around a bit while shooting. But where that gets really glitchy is when you use it to shoot enemies through turbo-built walls. That's right, since turbo building now has a slight delay if you try to place multiple pieces in a row at the same spot, if you spam L2/LT over and over again while shooting at a wall with your SMG, not only will bullets get past that turbo building because SMGs have such a high fire rate, but your aim assist will also constantly be snapping your crosshair onto the enemy. So even if he's moving around as he's turbo building walls, you may not be able to see him, but your aim assist will continue to lock onto him. It's a pretty crazy mechanic, and when people say that aim assist spam is overpowered, this is definitely one of the things they're talking about. And I think this may be obvious to a lot of people, so I won't really say too much about it, but mostly everything I said for using aim assist with SMGs also applies to using aim assist with shotguns. If you're playing on new aim assist, the only time you really ever want to aim down sights is when the enemy isn't facing you, so there's no chance he can hit you. But if you're on Legacy Aim Assist, in a lot of situations, quickly tapping L2/LT right before you shoot is going to give you that nice little snap-on mechanic and help you hit more of your shots. Now we move on to more of medium to long-range aim assist abuse, and this is the kind that's most infamous, so to say. With new aim assist, it's actually pretty straightforward. When you're shooting an AR at medium range or even long range, you just want to aim down sights and shoot fully auto most of the time. Now with some ARs, specifically the Silent Scar and the Heavy AR, the bloom is going to get so insane after a few shots in a row that you kind of want to take a quick break from firing at times just to let it reset. And that actually brings me to a mistake that I've been seeing a lot of people make with new aim assist. Even though you no longer get the snap-on when ADSing, if you're shooting at multiple different players with an AR, even if they're pretty close together, you still want to un-ADS and then re-ADS when switching between them. ADS sensitivity is so ridiculously slow that by the time you eventually move your crosshair from one player to another, you would have already been shooting if you had just un-ADS'd, move your crosshair, and then re-ADS'd. Abusing aim assist with Legacy is a bit more interesting. At medium range with most ARs, I think your best bet is doing basically the same thing as what you would with new aim assist. ADS, fire fully auto, and then just attempt to track the enemy as long as they're moving relatively slowly. I know L2/LT spamming is this super infamous technique, and people think it's so ridiculously OP on Legacy Aim Assist, but I almost feel that leads to some people over spamming it, and actually hurting their aim compared to just shooting and tracking normally, especially at medium range. But at long range with Legacy Aim Assist, that's where L2/LT spamming really shines. Without the extra zoom that new aim assist gives you, it's really hard to hit players at long range while fully auto firing. So the way you get around that is by doing what I like to call pop shotting, where you ADS, take a single shot, un-ADS, and just repeat that process over and over again. This is the more traditional way of ADS spamming, and it's so powerful because you're getting that snap-on effect each time you shoot, while also resetting bloom, and if done correctly, getting first shot accuracy with every shot you take. Plus, as I alluded to earlier, this trick is especially powerful with weapons that normally have a lot of bloom, like the Heavy AR and Silent Scar. This pop-shotting method is also what makes certain single-shot pistols like the Deagle and revolver still somewhat usable. And in my opinion, it also makes the infantry rifle a lot more powerful as well, but I know some people disagree with that and say that shooting it normally works better for them, so I guess it's just a matter of opinion. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you watched the entire thing, be sure to let me know with a comment down the comment section below. Do you personally think that taking advantage of aim assist as much as possible is some kind of cheap or overpowered tactic, or do you think that it's not really a big deal? Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do whatever the heck you want, and I will catch you guys next time.